This is Mac OS Ken.
Notes on Apple from Wall Street, a quick look at Talkin' Tim's latest talk, and Tom Hanks is splashing in Apple's stream. It is Wednesday, the 13th of April, 2022. I'm Ken Ray, and this is news from Mac OS Ken, brought to you by yours truly and sponsored by Notion. One workspace for your whole team. Learn more and get started for free at notion.com/macOSKen. This show is also sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. People don't always realize that physical symptoms like headaches, teeth grinding, and even digestive issues can be indicators of stress. If you're feeling stressed right now, totally makes sense. Crime's up. COVID's still COVID. The world has seen nutty times, and it is seeing them again right now. If that's getting to you, BetterHelp can help you deal. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anybody on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy. Give it a try and see if online therapy can help lower your stress. That's why I'm doing it again. Like I said before, this show is sponsored by BetterHelp, and macOS Ken listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/macOSKen. BetterHelp. That is betterhelp.com/macOSKen. While the latest round of COVID lockdowns in China will be a thing for Apple's supply chain, won't be a big thing. That is the thinking of a number of observers, most recently Piper Sandler analyst Harsh Kumar. Apple Insiders had a peek at a note he wrote. He points out that while smaller iPhone makers in Shanghai and Kushan have seen disruption, Foxconn, Apple's largest iPhone supplier, has been going full bore since sometime last month and should be able to pick up the slack from the shuttered facilities. Additionally, Kumar points out the June quarter tends to be among Apple's slowest, so a lack of supply would not be felt as keenly as it might. And finally, he believes that people who want iPhones but can't get them will wait until iPhones become available. Kumar has a positive rating on Apple shares. He's put Piper Sandler's 12-month price target on the shares at $200. You know what might strengthen Apple's shares? Apple buying back lots of them. Citigroup analyst gentleman Jim Suva thinks Apple will use this month's earnings announcement to announce another round of those. Bloomberg caught a note that he posted on Tuesday. According to the piece, Suva estimated that Apple might announce a buyback of $80 billion to $90 billion, while also increasing its dividend by 5% to 10%. That could prove to be a catalyst for Apple shares, as could new stuff we don't know about. Suva argues that Apple's current market value does not reflect stuff we all think we know is coming, like Apple's anticipated AR/VR plays and, of course, the elusive Apple Car. As for the current worries in the supply chain, Suva thinks those could provide a near-term stock pullback, which he and his would use as a buying opportunity. Suva's got a buy rating on Apple shares. He's put Citigroup's price target on the shares at $200. Doesn't sound like Apple CEO Tim Cook broke new ground during his IAPP summit speech on Tuesday, though the points he made are worth considering at the very least. I will confess I have not seen the speech yet, though Cult of Mac has done a pretty extensive write-up on the presentation. Saying that a world without privacy is less imaginative, less empathetic, less innovative, less human, Apple CEO highlighted 3 fronts in the privacy fight: unfettered data mining, unchecked data theft, and regulations that could put our privacy and security at risk. That is not a reference to legislation with privacy as its aim. Cook says Apple supports the EU's General Data Protection Regulation and continues to call for a strong, comprehensive privacy law in the U.S. The regulations that concern the CEO are the ones that would require Apple and iPad to be open to competing app stores and sideloading of applications. Quoting Cook, these regulations argue that no harm would be done by simply giving people a choice, but taking away a more secure option will leave users with less choice, not more. And when companies decide they want to leave the App Store because they want to exploit user data, it could put significant pressure on people to engage with alternate app stores where their privacy and security may not be protected. Quoting Cult of Mac, Apple believes in competition, Cook went on to say, but if Apple were forced to enable third-party app stores on its platform, he added, the unintended consequences will be profound. Cook asked policymakers to work with Apple to advance goals that he truly believes they all share without undermining privacy in the process. As I say, I have not watched his speech yet. Plan to do so in the next day or two. You can see it for yourself on YouTube. A significant update Tuesday for Apple's consumer-level video app. Cult of Mac says the Cupertino company pushed out iMovie 3.0 for iOS and iPad. Previewed at Apple's peak performance event last month, the cult says Storyboards and Magic Movie have made the scene. From the sound of it, the Storyboards feature helps film and video makers think like film and video makers, starting with a genre, cooking, DIY, film, and several others. The piece says Storyboards template-based guides help content creators shoot and edit their videos. According to the site, Storyboards help teach the art of storytelling and video creation directly within the editing software. Magic Movie, meanwhile, is for people who want to make movies without actually having to make a movie. Starting with an album or selection of photos and videos, Cult of Mac says Magic Movie will use AI and machine learning to identify the best parts of your photos or videos and instantly creates a movie, complete with titles, transitions, and music. Once created, you can quickly adjust the timing, remove or rearrange clips, or apply styles to change the look and tone of your video. iOS or iPadOS 15.2 or later are required for iMovie 3. No money required, though. The app and the update are free in the App Store. It wasn't only the consumer side of Apple's video-making apps that got an update on Tuesday. Apple Insider says the Cupertino Crew's Pro suite of Final Cut Pro, Compressor, and Motion all met with updates to better play with Mac Studio. Additionally, the piece says Apple updated all three apps with support for the new iMovie features, Storyboards, and Magic Movie. More news in a moment, but first a word from Notion, one workplace for your whole team. In business, you want to be able to move fast. Unless you work by yourself, though, speed can be a problem if one person is speeding off on their own. Notion can help. Notion is an all-in-one team collaboration tool that combines note-taking, document sharing, wikis, project management, and much more into one space that is simple, powerful, and beautifully designed. With powerful integrations and seamless navigation, you'll have everything you need in one spot so you can make speed your advantage while making sure everybody is on the same page. For companies of all sizes, Notion provides one central and customizable workspace that can be tailored to fit any team and bring all teams together to get more done and move faster together. Learn more and get started for free at notion.com/macOSken. That's notion.com/macOSken. notion.com/macOSKen to help you take the first step toward an organized, happier team today. NOTION. That's notion.com/macOSKen. Hey, remember the summer of 2020 when Tom Hanks got kind of snarky about his film Greyhound ending up on Apple TV+. One assumes a couple of years, a Best Picture Oscar, and bags of money can make a world of difference. A piece from Deadline says Playtone, Hanks' production company, along with Gary Getzman, has inked an exclusive, multi-year overall deal with the Cupertino streamer. According to the piece, the deal encompasses series, documentaries, and unscripted projects for Apple to develop, produce, and distribute globally. Apple and Playtone were already working with Steven Spielberg's Amblin Television on the World War II series Masters of the Air. Next up for Playtone and Apple, a sequel, or a continuation maybe, of 2020's Greyhound. Reboot bosom buddies, you cowards. Oh, here's an idea. Big 2, even bigger. I'll keep working on it. The call sheet for shrinking is growing. Last week we heard that Harrison Ford was joining the Jason Segel-led show. Now a piece from Deadline says Christa Miller has joined the cast as well. Miller you may remember from the Drew Carey Show, Cougar Town, and Scrubs. In case you don't remember, Shrinking is the one about Jimmy, a psychiatrist, played by Segel, who just starts telling it like it is to his patients and the people in his life. Miller will play his next-door neighbor, Liz, who the piece says has become a mother figure to his daughter. A recent empty nester, she is always there for Jimmy's family, even as she embarks on a journey to figure out the next chapter of her own life. Still no word on when the series will premiere. Maya Rudolph's Apple TV Plus comedy series has a name and a premiere date. The streaming service issued a press release Tuesday filling in some details on Loot. According to the description, in Loot, billionaire Molly Novak, played by Rudolph, has a dream life complete with private jets, a sprawling mansion, and a giga yacht. Anything her heart desires. But when her husband of 20 years betrays her, she spirals publicly, becoming fuel for tabloid fodder. She's reaching rock bottom when she learns to her surprise that she has a charity foundation run by the no-nonsense Sophia Salinas, who pleads with Molly to stop generating bad press. No trailer for this one yet, though there's plenty of time to get the PR machine humming. The release says the 10-episode workplace comedy will debut globally, with the first 3 episodes on Friday, the 24th of June, on Apple TV+. And finally today, Apple Watch owners may want to carve out half an hour outdoors next week. Earth Day is the 22nd of April, and Apple is marking it with an activity challenge for its chronometer. You know the drill. Do the thing, get the virtual medal and some stickers to stick in iMessage. Yeah, here's what the thing is. Let's get moving and celebrate the planet, says Apple. On the 22nd of April, do any workout for 30 minutes or more to earn this award. Record it with the workout app or any app that adds to health. You don't have to go outside, by the way. Keep Earth Day in your own way. And let me keep it in mine. macOS Ken, brought to you by me and sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/macOSKen. This show is also sponsored by Notion, one workspace for your whole team. Learn more and get started for free at notion.com/macOSKen. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media. online at backbeatmedia.com. You can reach me a couple of ways. Info at macoscan.com or call 716-780-4080. Until next time, that is news from macOS Ken. I'm Ken Ray.
Ciao.